prosperous and safe Diwali wishes from Konkani Chelios. So this festival brings a bundle of memories to me, and I remember as kids, me and my sister Shreya, we used to help my Bappama, that is my paternal grandmother, and my mother make a special traditional sweet indori. So this was my Bappama's, that is Mrs. Ratna Ramdas Shanai's speciality dish, and she used to make this indori using red matta ari. And she used to make this, and my mother used to bring this when I was in hostel for two reasons. Firstly, this was my favorite sweet. Secondly, this can be preserved for several days. So now my mother has found a special and innovative and more healthy way to prepare these indoris. She prepares this using poa or red aval. So today's recipe I learned from my mother, Mrs. Vidya G. Shanai, and this video is dedicated to my Bappama, Swargiya Srimati Ratna Ramdas Shanai. So let's check out how to prepare these tasty and healthy poa indoris.
So let's check out the ingredients needed. So we need 2 cups of red aval or red poha, which we normally call as matta aval, 2 cups of grated coconut, 1.5 cups of powdered jaggery, and then we need 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee and some dry fruits and fresh cardamom powder. We also need a small vessel or a small cup to set the indori into. So let's first dry roast the poha till it is crispy and your kitchen is filled with a good aroma. Alternatively, you can also try these indoris using red rice. So the procedure is same. Instead of poha, we'll have to dry roast the rice first. So the poha is very crispy now. You can hear the crunchy sound. So it's almost done. Now let it cool for a while and then we'll grind it into a coarse powder. So I'm ready with the poha powder now. Look at the consistency. It shouldn't be too smooth, because when we eat the indori, we should get that crunchy feel. So just look at this. This should be the consistency of the powder. Next in the process, we need to make jaggery syrup. For that, I am adding the powdered jaggery and water, 3/4 to 1 cup of water. So I am just melting the jaggery completely and bringing it to a boil. Don't forget to strain the jaggery syrup to remove all impurities, sand or some small stones. So the jaggery syrup is ready. Bring it to a good boil till you get the one string consistency. Yes, so this is the right consistency, one string consistency. So our jaggery syrup is perfectly done now. Reduce the flame and then we'll add the grated coconut. Give it a good mix And I don't want to switch off the gas right now because I want the coconut to get cooked along with the jaggery syrup so that we'll get a soft feel when we make the indori. So once it's on the boiling point, we'll switch off the gas and let it cool for a while, and then we'll add the poha powder. I would also like to mention here that the jaggery syrup shouldn't be cooled properly while mixing with the poha powder, because when the batter is cooled, it will become much thicker and it will be difficult for us to set the indori. So mix the poha powder when the jaggery syrup is still hot. So I have now properly mixed it, and this is the right consistency of the indori mix. And I'm adding now the cardamom powder and the dry fruits. I've used some almonds and some raisins. The next is my favorite ingredient, ghee. I am adding ghee, 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee, lavish in mixing ghee. Okay, so the batter or the indori mix is ready. So before it cools completely, on this medium heat itself, we need to set the indoris in the setting cups. So this is where we used to help my grandma and mother. This is a very interesting process. I am taking my measuring spoon for setting the indori and taking a banana leaf strip, greasing it with ghee, and then fixing it into the measuring cup. This is to ensure that the indori is not stuck to the mold or the cup, whichever you are using. So now take a generous amount of indori mix and then fill it into the mold very tightly. Just pack the mold tightly. Look at this. This is properly set. The mix is soft and creamy because I added ghee. So now it's ready. Now just pull the banana leaf on both sides and your indori is ready. Just look at this cute indori. So I am just repeating the process. This technique I learned from my grandmother. While helping her, she used to tell us stories, and she used to give us all these tips of using banana leaf strips and all these things. So tada! One more indori is ready. This is so tempting. You can see the glaze on the indori just because I added ghee. I'll just show you one more indori. And my grandmother used to have a very cute and small indori gindal. We call it, the mold is called gindal, and she used to have it in brass. I used to admire that cute brass indori gindal. So one more indori is ready. Look at this, so cute and yummy. So with these 2 cups of poha, I could make 15 to 16 indoris of this size. So with this simple and authentic Konkani sweet recipe, we wish you a very happy Diwali. The intro part of our videos are beautifully edited by my cousin Mrs. Ashwati Prabhu.